Welcome to an extraordinary journey through one of the most captivating stories in the Bible. Today, we explore the miraculous ascent of the prophet Elijah, who was carried to heaven by a chariot of fire. This is a tale of faith, divine power, and the incredible ways God can intervene in our lives. Elijah's story is not just a tale from ancient times. It is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the miraculous. As we delve into this narrative, we will uncover the profound lessons and timeless truths that continue to inspire believers around the world. Join us as we embark on this incredible journey, witnessing the life, miracles, and ultimate ascension of Elijah. Prepare to be inspired and amazed by the story of a man whose faith carried him to the heavens. Elijah was no ordinary prophet. His life was marked by miracles, bold confrontations with kings, and unwavering faith in God. Let's delve into the remarkable journey of this extraordinary man. Elijah first appears in the Bible during a time of great turmoil in Israel. The nation was led by King Ahab, who, along with his wife Jezebel, had turned the people away from God to worship Baal. Elijah's mission was clear: to call the people back to the true God. One of the most dramatic moments in Elijah's ministry was the showdown on Mount Carmel. In a powerful display of God's might, Elijah called down fire from heaven to consume his offering, proving to all that the Lord is the true God. Elijah's life was a testament to the power of faith and obedience to God. Despite facing immense opposition and danger, he remained steadfast in his mission. Even in his moments of despair, Elijah experienced God's provision and presence. In the wilderness, he was fed by ravens, and on Mount Horeb, he encountered God in a still small voice, reminding him that he was not alone. Elijah knew his time on earth was coming to an end. He shared this prophecy with his faithful disciple, Elisha, who refused to leave his side. This chapter of their journey is filled with anticipation and deep emotion. Elijah's departure was not a secret. The sons of the prophets in Bethel and Jericho were aware of it, and they approached Elisha, asking if he knew that his master would be taken away. Elisha's response was always the same: "Yes, I know, but do not speak of it." Elisha's loyalty to Elijah was unwavering. Despite knowing the inevitable, he chose to stay by his master's side, determined to witness the final moments and receive his blessing. The journey took them from Gilgal to Bethel, then to Jericho, and finally to the Jordan River. Each step was filled with a sense of purpose and divine destiny. At the Jordan River, Elijah knew the moment was near. He turned to Elisha, asking if there was anything he could do for him before he was taken away. Elisha's request was bold and heartfelt: "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah acknowledged the difficulty of Elisha's request, but promised that if Elisha saw him being taken away, his wish would be granted. This promise set the stage for the miraculous event that was about to unfold. Gilgal, their starting point, was a place of beginnings and renewals. It was here that the Israelites first camped after crossing the Jordan River into the Promised Land. For Elijah and Elisha, it marked the beginning of their final journey together. From Gilgal, they traveled to Bethel, a place rich in spiritual history. Bethel, meaning house of God, was where Jacob had his vision of the ladder reaching to heaven. It was a fitting stop for Elijah, who was soon to experience his own heavenly ascent. Their journey continued to Jericho, a city known for its miraculous fall at the hands of Joshua. Jericho symbolized victory and faith, qualities that defined Elijah's ministry. Finally, they arrived at the Jordan River, a place of crossing and transformation. It was here that Elijah would perform his last miracle, and where his earthly journey would come to an end. Each location on their journey was steeped in spiritual significance, reminding us that our own journeys are filled with divine purpose and meaning. As Elijah and Elisha reached the Jordan River, the stage was set for the miraculous event that would change everything. At the Jordan River, Elijah was about to perform his final miracle. This moment was not just a crossing of physical waters, but a passage into the divine. Elijah took his mantle, a symbol of his prophetic authority, and struck the waters of the Jordan. The river parted, allowing them to cross on dry ground, just as the Israelites had done under Joshua's leadership. This miraculous crossing was a testament to Elijah's faith and God's power. It was a reminder of the many miracles God had performed through Elijah, and a sign of the divine transition that was about to occur. As they reached the other side, the anticipation grew. Elisha knew that his master's departure was imminent, and the weight of the moment was palpable. Elijah's final act of parting the Jordan was not just a display of power, but a symbolic passage. It marked the end of his earthly ministry and the beginning of Elisha's journey as his successor. With the Jordan River behind them, Elijah and Elisha stood on the brink of a divine moment. Elijah knew his time was near and turned to his faithful disciple with a final question. Elijah asked Elisha, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" This was a moment of profound significance, a final opportunity for Elisha to express his deepest desire. Elisha's request was bold and heartfelt. "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." This was not a request for material wealth or power, but for the spiritual strength and prophetic authority that had defined Elijah's ministry. Elijah recognized the difficulty of Elisha's request. He replied, "You have asked a difficult thing. Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours, otherwise it will not." This promise set the stage for the miraculous event that was about to unfold. Elisha's request for a double portion of Elijah's spirit was a testament to his dedication and faith. It was a request that would shape his future ministry and ensure the continuation of Elijah's legacy. Suddenly, the moment they had been waiting for arrived. Out of the heavens, a chariot of fire, drawn by horses of fire, appeared and separated the two men. Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. The chariot of fire was a divine vehicle, a symbol of God's power and glory. It was a sight unlike any other, a miraculous event that would be remembered for generations. Elijah's ascent was not just a physical departure, but a spiritual elevation. He was taken up in a whirlwind, a powerful symbol of God's presence and the fulfillment of his prophetic mission. Elisha watched in awe and sorrow as his mentor ascended. The sight of the chariot of fire and the whirlwind was both a confirmation of Elijah's divine mission and a call to Elisha to carry on his legacy. The miraculous ascent of Elijah was a testament to his faith and God's power. It was a moment that marked the end of one prophetic era and the beginning of another. Elisha watched in awe and sorrow as his mentor ascended to heaven. The sight of the chariot of fire and the whirlwind was both a confirmation of Elijah's divine mission and a call to Elisha to carry on his legacy. Overwhelmed by the magnitude of the moment, Elisha tore his clothes in grief, a traditional sign of mourning. His heart was heavy with the loss of his mentor, but his spirit was resolute. Elisha picked up Elijah's mantle, a symbol of his new role as the leading prophet of Israel. Spiritual acceptance of the responsibility and power that came with it. With the mantle in hand, Elisha felt a surge of strength and purpose. He knew that his journey was just beginning and that he had been chosen to continue the work of his master. Elisha's grief was profound, but it was matched by his resolve to honor Elijah's legacy. He was determined to carry on the mission with the same faith and courage that had defined his mentor's life. With the mantle of Elijah, Elisha was ready to face the challenges ahead. He knew that his journey would be filled with trials and triumphs, but he was prepared to carry on the mission with unwavering faith. With Elijah's mantle in hand, Elisha was ready to begin his own prophetic journey. His first act would be a powerful demonstration of the divine authority he had inherited. Elisha approached the Jordan River, the same river that Elijah had parted with this very mantle. Now, it was Elisha's turn to call upon God's power. With a firm strike of the mantle, Elisha called out, "Where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" The waters of the Jordan parted, just as they had for Elijah, allowing Elisha to cross on dry ground. This miraculous act was a powerful confirmation of Elisha's new role as the leading prophet of Israel. The sons of the prophets, witnessing the miracle, acknowledged Elisha as Elijah's rightful successor. Elisha's first miracle was not just a display of power, but a testament to his faith and the divine mission he had inherited. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in the prophetic history of Israel. With the mantle of Elijah, Elisha had performed his first miracle, parting the Jordan River. This act confirmed his new role as the leading prophet of Israel. But there were others who needed to recognize his authority: the sons of the prophets. The sons of the prophets were a group of men dedicated to studying and teaching God's word. They had followed Elijah and now looked to Elisha to see if he truly carried his master's spirit. Seeing Elisha with Elijah's mantle and hearing of the miracle at the Jordan, the sons of the prophets acknowledged Elisha as Elijah's rightful successor. They bowed in respect, recognizing the divine authority that had been passed to him. Elisha's acceptance by the sons of the prophets was a significant moment. It marked the beginning of his leadership and the continuation of the prophetic mission that Elijah had started. Under Elisha's leadership, the sons of the prophets continued their mission, spreading God's word and performing miracles. Elisha's faith and dedication inspired them, just as Elijah had before him. With the mantle of Elijah and the recognition of the sons of the prophets, Elisha's ministry began with great power and authority. His journey was now filled with divine purpose and the mission to lead the people of Israel. Elisha's ministry was marked by numerous miracles, each a testament to God's power and Elisha's unwavering faith. From healing the sick to providing for the needy, Elisha's actions reflected the divine mission he had inherited. One of Elisha's first miracles was purify the waters of Jericho. The city's water supply had been contaminated, causing illness and death. Elisha, with God's guidance, healed the waters, bringing life and health back to the community. Elisha's miracles were not just acts of power, but demonstrations of God's compassion and care for his people. Each miracle strengthened the faith of the Israelites and reaffirmed Elisha's role as their spiritual leader. Elisha's ministry was a continuation of Elijah's legacy, but it also had its own unique impact. His actions and teachings inspired a new generation of believers, guiding them back to the path of righteousness. Through his faith and dedication, Elisha became a beacon of hope and a symbol of God's enduring presence among his people. His ministry was a testament to the power of faith and the importance of carrying on the divine mission. Elijah's legacy lived on through Elisha and the stories of his miraculous deeds. His life and ministry left an indelible mark on the history of Israel and the faith of its people. Elijah was a prophet of great power and unwavering faith. His confrontations with King Ahab and the prophets of Baal demonstrated his boldness and commitment to God's truth. One of the most dramatic moments in Elijah's ministry was the showdown on Mount Carmel. In a powerful display of God's might, Elijah called down fire from heaven to consume his offering, proving to all that the Lord is the true God. Elijah's life was a testament to the power of faith and obedience to God. Despite facing immense opposition and danger, he remained steadfast in his mission. Even in his moments of despair, Elijah experienced God's provision and presence. In the wilderness, he was fed by ravens, and on Mount Horeb, he encountered God in a still small voice, reminding him that he was not alone. Elijah's legacy continued through Elisha, who carried on his mission with the same faith and dedication. Elisha's miracles and teachings inspired a new generation of believers, guiding them back to the path of righteousness. The chariot of fire symbolizes God's power and the divine nature of Elijah's mission. It serves as a reminder of the extraordinary ways God can intervene in our lives and the enduring impact of a life lived in faith. The chariot of fire that carried Elijah to heaven is one of the most powerful symbols in the Bible. It represents God's immense power and the divine nature of Elijah's mission. But what does this extraordinary event mean for us today? The chariot of fire is a vivid reminder of God's ability to intervene in miraculous ways. It shows us that God's power is not limited by earthly constraints and that he can act in ways that are beyond our understanding. Elijah's ascent in the chariot of fire also symbolizes the ultimate reward for a life of faith and obedience. It serves as a powerful testament to the idea that those who remain faithful to God will be honored and uplifted. For Elisha, witnessing this miraculous event was a confirmation of his own calling. It strengthened his resolve to carry on Elijah's mission and to serve God with unwavering faith. The chariot of fire also serves as a reminder to all believers of the extraordinary ways in which God can work in our lives. It encourages us to trust in his power and to remain faithful, even in the face of challenges. Elijah's ascent to heaven in a chariot of fire is more than just a miraculous event. It is a symbol of hope, faith, and the boundless power of God. It reminds us that with faith, we too can experience the extraordinary. Elijah's ascent to heaven in a chariot of fire is a testament to his faith and God's miraculous power. His life and ministry left an indelible mark on the history of Israel and the faith of its people. Elijah's story is not just a tale from ancient times. It is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the miraculous. His life reminds us that with unwavering faith, we too can experience the extraordinary. Elisha carried on Elijah's legacy with the same faith and dedication, performing miracles and guiding the people of Israel. His ministry was a continuation of the divine mission that Elijah had started. The story of Elijah and Elisha is a powerful reminder of the impact one life can have. It encourages us to live with faith, courage, and a commitment to God's mission, knowing that our actions can inspire and uplift others. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life and legacy of Elijah. We hope this story has inspired you to live with faith and to trust in the miraculous power of God. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring biblical stories. May the story of Elijah inspire you to live with faith and courage. Thank you for watching.